only get one shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
We're across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Running room at the 50. Look out. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
As the excitement continues to swirl after that return, if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about keeping that excitement going. Already in scoring position, I've got to take some shots at the end zone right now.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A first down carry for Barkley. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Jones will sneak it.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. Touchdown, Giants! Daniel Bellinger with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets him set at their 25-yard line. There's Tremble, the tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
That caught by Tremble. And they're going to get this up to midfield. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Open man left side. It's the tight end Tremble. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Going quickly here to Thomas. Down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I'd pin the loss on him. But there's no question.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Kareem Hunt, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Will be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He completes it to Beckham. And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Throwing Jones. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Jones. Over the middle, caught by Bellinger. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
They run right side with Hunt. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. now looking to pass, second down. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. They'll try to run with Hunt. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Looking left side of Ian Thomas, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Jones trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And this will not be returnable. end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Short throw hauled in by Trimble.
If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Short throw hauled in by Trimble.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Here's Johnny Hekker now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46.
He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
J.C. Horn, really nice defensive effort. He'll get the tackle for loss.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw. Jones. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll try and throw for it here.
He's got Bellinger. And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They'll look to throw again. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On second down, here's Barkley. And some room to roam now. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Barkley will score. Touchdown, New York.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run again with Hunt. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. One that's intercepted.
Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley,
his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that will make this a 4-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Handoff up the middle. Hunt. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Hunt will try going up the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. A carry here for Hunt. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Wait a second, that's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a 1st down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
And some room to maneuver. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Giants are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Gano the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That's out quickly to Shenault.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Here's Corral on first down.
That one is caught by Hunt.
On the move past the 40.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Second down and 8.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. And it gives him a nice pickup. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On second and a couple.
Corral. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Throw left side, going to be caught by Shenault. Touchdown, Panthers. Laviska Shenault.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Panthers have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Corral throwing for it.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll run it again with Barkley. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Panthers will get the football back. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 78 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. This is Shenault on the receiving end. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run with Hunt. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They run again with Hunt. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
A handoff to Barkley on the option.
Room here to run.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now Jones is going to back this forward on the jet sweep.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Giants, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints.